Ever wondered which states might be on the brink of collapse? Picture a landscape where the very foundation seems to be crumbling, from economic turmoil to environmental chaos. Today, we're going deep into a critical topic: the decline of some of America's most iconic states. Economic instability, rampant natural disasters, and political mismanagement are eroding the foundations of these regions. With each state facing unique challenges, they all share a common thread of vulnerability and decline. Join us as we explore the top 10 states at risk of collapse in 2024 and uncover the reasons behind their looming crises. Buckle up for a revealing journey as we count down from number 10 to number 1. Starting off with number 10, we have Alaska. A land renowned for its majestic peaks and glacial beauty. Yet beneath this stunning exterior, the state is grappling with significant challenges. Alaska, admitted as the 49th state of the United States in 1959, has long been celebrated for its breathtaking landscapes and abundant natural resources. However, recent years have brought considerable downturns. The state's economy has been heavily dependent on oil and gas, sectors that have seen significant declines. Over the past decade, oil prices have dropped by approximately 60%, leading to a 30% decrease in state revenues. This reliance on volatile oil markets has resulted in severe budget shortfalls and economic instability. The state's financial strain is evident in reduced public services and deteriorating infrastructure. Infrastructure in Alaska is struggling, especially in rural areas. Reports indicate that about 25% of rural roads are in poor condition, and many public facilities are outdated or in disrepair. The state's infrastructure challenges are compounded by increasing natural disasters. There's more frequent and severe flooding, and the melting permafrost is threatening buildings and roads, complicating recovery efforts. Alaska is making efforts to diversify its economy, with significant investments in renewable energy and tourism. The state aims to reduce its dependency on oil revenue, focusing on sustainable growth sectors. However, transitioning away from oil presents substantial challenges. Imagine exploring a picturesque Alaskan town, only to discover that essential services are under strain. The tension is palpable as the state works to navigate these economic shifts. Efforts to adapt and recover are underway, but the road to stability is long and fraught with obstacles. Alaska's resilience and determination will play a crucial role in overcoming these challenges and securing a more sustainable future. Next up at number 9, we journey to the Golden State of California, a land of endless sunshine and boundless opportunities. However, beneath its glittering facade, California is facing significant challenges. Admitted as the 31st state in 1850, California has long been a symbol of prosperity and innovation, known for its tech industry, entertainment, and agriculture. Yet, the state is now grappling with several critical issues as it heads into 2024. California's economic slowdown is taking a toll, with housing costs increasing by 20% over the past decade. This surge in housing prices has created a severe affordability crisis, particularly in major cities like Los Angeles and San Francisco. The homelessness crisis is a stark consequence, with nearly 171,000 people experiencing homelessness statewide, the highest in the nation. Infrastructure challenges are also pressing. The state's public transportation systems and road networks are struggling to keep up with its growing population. Recent reports indicate that 40% of California's roads are in poor condition, leading to congestion and increased maintenance costs. Wildfires have become an annual crisis, intensified by prolonged droughts and dry grass. The 2023 wildfire season saw over 2.5 million acres burned, with firefighting costs exceeding $10 billion. These fires strain the state's budget and have a profound impact on communities. Additionally, California is facing significant water shortages, affecting both urban areas and agricultural regions. The state's water storage capacity is at 60% of its historical average, exacerbating the crisis. Despite these challenges, California is investing in fire prevention strategies, affordable housing projects, and sustainable water practices. However, these efforts are only beginning to address the scale of the problems. Picture yourself driving through an area that was once lush and green, only to find it scorched by flames. Can you sense the urgency and resilience in the air? The road to recovery is complex, but California's determination is a key asset as it navigates these trials. Coming in at number 8, we have New York. Welcome to the Empire State, a beacon of culture and commerce. Admitted as the 11th state in 1788, New York is renowned for its vibrant cities and historical significance. From the iconic Statue of Liberty to the bustling streets of Manhattan, New York has long symbolized opportunity and prosperity. Yet, as the state moves into 2024, it faces severe challenges that threaten its stability. New York's infrastructure is in dire need of repair. Approximately 35% of the state's bridges and roads are rated as either poor or mediocre, which impacts everything from daily commutes to emergency services. The American Society of Civil Engineers gives New York's infrastructure a grade of C, highlighting the urgent need for improvements. The state's aging infrastructure not only strains public safety but also hampers economic efficiency. Economic pressures are also mounting. High taxes and the high cost of living have led to a notable outflow of residents. In recent years, New York has seen a net migration loss of about 1.4 million people, largely due to the steep cost of housing and living expenses. Coastal areas in New York are increasingly vulnerable to rising sea levels and extreme weather events. For example, Hurricane Sandy in 2012 caused damages estimated at $70 billion, exposing the state's vulnerability to climate-related risks. The state's budget woes are compounded by high debt levels and costly social services. New York's state debt stands at approximately $350 billion, contributing to significant budgetary constraints and financial instability. Efforts are underway to address these issues, including substantial investments in infrastructure and budget reforms aimed at improving fiscal health. However, the complexity of New York's problems means that solutions require time and coordinated effort. Can you envision navigating a state rich in history while grappling with severe financial and environmental pressures? Stay tuned as we explore more states facing their own unique crises. So far, we've explored Alaska's economic and environmental struggles, California's housing and disaster woes, and New York's infrastructural and fiscal dilemmas. Each state is grappling with its own set of challenges, but the story doesn't end here. Up next, we dive into West Virginia, New Mexico, and Puerto Rico, each with its own set of looming issues. Coming in at number 7 on our list is West Virginia. Nestled in the Appalachian Mountains, West Virginia is celebrated for its stunning natural beauty and scenic landscapes. Established as a state in 1863, it is renowned for its coal mining heritage. Yet, beneath this picturesque exterior, the state is grappling with severe economic and social issues as it heads into 2024. The decline of the coal industry has had a profound impact on West Virginia's economy. The industry has experienced a dramatic 25% reduction in production over the past decade, leading to significant job losses and economic hardship. The state's unemployment rate stands at about 5.8%, significantly higher than the national average, reflecting the ongoing struggles in finding stable employment. Economic struggles are further highlighted by high poverty levels, with approximately 18.6% of West Virginians living below the poverty line. This economic strain is compounded by inadequate infrastructure. Rural roads and public facilities are often in poor condition, with 40% of the state's roads rated as needing major repairs. Access to healthcare is also a critical issue, with only about 60% of residents having adequate medical services, a situation exacerbated by the ongoing opioid crisis. The opioid crisis has severely impacted the state, straining both healthcare and social services. West Virginia has one of the highest drug overdose rates in the country, with over 1,000 overdose deaths reported annually, further compounding the state's healthcare challenges. Efforts are underway to revitalize the economy and improve healthcare access, including investments in new industries and expansion of healthcare services. However, these initiatives face significant hurdles, and progress is slow. Imagine the contrast between West Virginia's breathtaking natural landscapes and the economic difficulties its residents endure. The state's path to recovery is steep and fraught with obstacles, but continued resilience and targeted efforts are key to overcoming these challenges. Next, at number 6, we have New Mexico. Venturing into the land of enchantment, New Mexico's charm is undeniable, but the state is grappling with severe issues. Admitted to the Union in 1912, New Mexico is celebrated for its rich cultural diversity and striking landscapes. However, beneath its natural beauty lies a series of significant economic and infrastructural challenges as it approaches 2024. High poverty rates are a major concern in New Mexico, with approximately 25.5% of the population living below the poverty line. This figure is among the highest in the nation, reflecting widespread economic hardship. The state's economy has struggled with diversification, heavily relying on federal funds, which makes it particularly vulnerable to federal budget cuts and economic fluctuations. Infrastructure issues are also pressing. Many roads and public services are underfunded and in disrepair. According to the American Society of Civil Engineers, nearly 30% of New Mexico's roads are rated as poor, affecting daily commutes and economic activity. Public services, including education and healthcare, face funding shortages, further impacting the quality of life for residents. New Mexico is prone to extreme weather conditions, including severe droughts that significantly affect water availability and agriculture. The state has experienced a 50% reduction in surface water availability over the past 2 decades, impacting both urban areas and farming communities. These water shortages exacerbate existing economic and social issues, particularly in rural areas where agriculture plays a crucial role. Efforts to address these challenges include investments in infrastructure improvements and attempts to diversify the economy through new industries and renewable energy projects. However, these efforts face substantial obstacles, and progress is slow. Can you picture a state with stunning vistas struggling with basic needs and economic development? New Mexico's path to recovery is fraught with difficulties, but ongoing resilience and strategic initiatives offer a glimmer of hope for a more stable future. Our next stop takes us to Puerto Rico, a beautiful island with a complex set of issues. Puerto Rico, a U.S. territory with a vibrant culture and rich history, has faced numerous challenges since its acquisition in 1898. The island has been struggling with economic collapse since 2017, exacerbated by massive debt and financial instability. The economic situation has led to a staggering 30% unemployment rate, impacting many families and businesses. Natural disasters, including Hurricanes Irma and Maria in 2017, have further strained recovery efforts. The island's infrastructure was severely damaged, and rebuilding has been slow. Healthcare access is another critical issue, with a significant portion of the population lacking adequate medical services. The island's recovery efforts are ongoing, focusing on rebuilding infrastructure and stabilizing the economy. Imagine the contrast between Puerto Rico's cultural vibrancy and its current economic and infrastructural challenges. While recovery efforts continue, the path to stability is fraught with difficulties. We've journeyed through West Virginia's economic decline, New Mexico's poverty and infrastructure issues, and Puerto Rico's fiscal and disaster recovery challenges. But don't go anywhere. Up next, we'll uncover the crises facing Louisiana, Illinois, New Jersey, and Mississippi. Each state has its own story to tell. Coming in at number 4, we have Louisiana, celebrated for its rich culture and vibrant music scene, is facing significant hurdles as it approaches 2024. Admitted as the 18th state in 1812, Louisiana is renowned for its lively festivals, unique cuisine, and historic charm. However, beneath this vibrant exterior lie several pressing issues that threaten the state's stability. Crime rates in Louisiana have risen sharply in recent years. Recent statistics show a 20% increase in violent crime, with cities like New Orleans and Baton Rouge experiencing some of the highest crime rates in the nation. This surge in crime is raising serious concerns about safety and the overall quality of life for residents. The state's economy is heavily dependent on the oil and gas industry, which makes it particularly vulnerable to fluctuations in global oil prices. Over the past decade, oil price volatility has led to significant economic instability, impacting job security and state revenues. In addition, natural disasters, especially hurricanes, have wreaked havoc on Louisiana's infrastructure and economy. For instance, Hurricane Ida in 2021 caused damages estimated at $75 billion, straining recovery efforts and resources. Infrastructure in Louisiana is in dire need of repair. Many roads and public facilities have suffered from years of neglect, with approximately 40% of the state's roads rated as poor. Coastal erosion and frequent flooding are ongoing issues that further exacerbate the impact of natural disasters. The Louisiana Coastal Protection and Restoration Authority estimates that the state loses about a football field of land every hour due to coastal erosion. Efforts are underway to improve disaster preparedness and diversify the economy. Initiatives include investing in infrastructure upgrades, enhancing coastal protection measures, and promoting sectors like tourism and technology. However, these challenges are significant and the road to recovery is steep. Can you imagine a state with such vibrant culture grappling with these pressing issues? Despite the obstacles, Louisiana's resilience and spirit continue to shine through, offering hope for a better future. Next, at number 3 we visit Illinois. The land of Lincoln, a state with a storied history and a vital role in the Midwest, became a state in 1818. Despite its historical significance and economic prominence, Illinois is facing mounting challenges that could spell trouble in 2024. Illinois is grappling with a monumental pension debt that has reached approximately $150 billion. This staggering figure is a major source of financial strain, impacting the state's budget and public services. High taxes, including an effective property tax rate of 2.3%, have contributed to an outflow of residents seeking lower-cost living environments, exacerbating the state's economic troubles. Chicago, the largest city in Illinois, is dealing with severe issues related to crime and economic inequality. The city has seen a 20% increase in violent crime rates over the past decade, which significantly affects overall quality of life. Economic disparities are evident, with over 20% of residents living below the poverty line. Infrastructure in Illinois is also in critical condition. About 30% of the state's roads and bridges are rated as poor or needing significant repairs. The state's public transportation system, particularly in Chicago, faces challenges with aging equipment and inadequate funding, impacting daily commutes and economic activity. Economic fluctuations further affect job stability and public services. Recent economic downturns have led to budget deficits, complicating efforts to address infrastructure and social issues. Efforts are being made to address these problems through pension reforms and infrastructure investments. However, the complexity and scale of Illinois' issues require substantial and sustained effort. Imagine navigating a state with such rich history while contending with serious financial and social challenges. The path to recovery is complex, but Illinois' resilience and determination offer a glimmer of hope. Coming in at number 2, we have New Jersey, a state known for its proximity to major metropolitan areas, is facing its own set of crises. A state known for its strategic location near major metropolitan areas, joined the Union in 1787. Despite its relatively small size, the state holds significant economic importance but is now grappling with several pressing challenges as it heads into 2024. One of the most critical issues is New Jersey's substantial budget deficit. The state faces a budget shortfall of approximately $8 billion, exacerbated by high taxes and extensive public spending. New Jersey has some of the highest property taxes in the nation, with an average annual rate of $8,500 per homeowner, which places a heavy financial burden on residents. This financial strain is further compounded by rising costs associated with maintaining and upgrading infrastructure. Infrastructure is a significant concern, with about 35% of New Jersey's roads and bridges rated as either poor or mediocre. The state's public transportation system also faces challenges, with ongoing issues related to aging equipment and underfunded services. This deteriorating infrastructure impacts daily life and economic activity. Moreover, New Jersey is vulnerable to natural disasters, particularly hurricanes and flooding. For instance, Hurricane Sandy in 2012 caused damages estimated at over $70 billion, highlighting the state's susceptibility to severe weather events. The frequency and intensity of these natural disasters strain the state's resources and complicate recovery efforts. Despite ongoing efforts to balance the budget through fiscal reforms and invest in infrastructure improvements, New Jersey faces substantial hurdles. Picture a state caught between mounting financial stress and critical infrastructure challenges. The path to financial stability and improved public services is a tough road ahead, but the state's resilience and determination are crucial in addressing these issues. And finally, at number 1, we conclude our journey in Mississippi. A state renowned for its rich cultural heritage and historical significance since its admission to the Union in 1817. Despite its picturesque landscapes and vibrant traditions, Mississippi faces some of the most severe socioeconomic challenges in the United States. Mississippi has one of the highest poverty rates in the country, with approximately 25.6% of its population living below the poverty line. This economic hardship is exacerbated by limited job opportunities and slow economic development. The state's reliance on the declining manufacturing sector has left many residents struggling to find stable employment. The unemployment rate, at around 6.4%, reflects these ongoing economic difficulties. Infrastructure in Mississippi is in critical condition. According to recent assessments, about 30% of the state's roads and bridges are rated as either poor or needing major repairs. Many public facilities, such as schools and community centers, also suffer from inadequate maintenance and funding. Healthcare access is another major concern. Nearly 17% of Mississippians lack health insurance, the highest rate in the nation. This lack of coverage significantly impacts residents' access to medical care, contributing to poor health outcomes and limited quality of life. Mississippi is also highly vulnerable to natural disasters, including hurricanes and flooding. For instance, Hurricane Katrina in 2005 caused devastating damage, with recovery costs estimated at over $100 billion. The state's geographical location makes it prone to such events, placing additional strain on its resources and complicating recovery efforts. Efforts are underway to address these issues, including investments in infrastructure improvements and economic development programs. However, the path to recovery is steep and fraught with challenges. Picture the contrast between Mississippi's natural beauty and the severe socio-economic issues its residents face. The journey towards stability is ongoing, with resilience and determination being key to overcoming these obstacles. And there you have it, our countdown of the 10 states that could face significant collapse in 2024. From economic instability to natural disasters, each state has its own unique set of challenges. Thank you for joining us on this journey through potential crises and challenges. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment with your thoughts. Stay tuned for more fascinating content on our channel and check out our other videos for more travel and exploration insights. Until next time, keep exploring.